Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to our webinar for Unusual Dubai and Abu Dhabi. As all of you have attended our previous webinars, you know that this is the third part of our program, which is Unexplored UAE. So, where we have already covered five of the Emirates, and the remaining two Emirates of Dubai and Abu Dhabi will be covered in this session. Before going to that, just like our regular ritual, I will be taking you to our website, which we have recently redeveloped, and where everyone can find out, just at their click, the simple points which when clients ask, and you need to, give it to your clients. So I'll just okay. So this is our website, atdreps.com, where you can see the tabs of the destinations which we represent. And in UAE, you can just click on explore, which will open up the tab giving you basic information about UAE and its continents. Then you have some key facts when you can travel to these continents, the key attractions overall, also about the festival and events which happen during the UAE, then the shopping tips and the food and drinks. So So as you all can see over there that you can find short tips which you want to give it to your clients at our website itself. So not taking much of your time, and I will now hand it over the mic to Amit so that we can start off with the presentation. Amit, over to you.
Yeah, sure, mate. Just put in the slide in. Well, friends, good afternoon. And now we will, as you are all aware, that we have covered up Umm Quain, Fujairah, Ajman in our part 1 and Sharjah Ras Al Khaimah in our part 2. So today we will cover up Dubai and Abu Dhabi's less known or less sold sightseeings in this part. So beginning with these are 88 DMCs representing 16 countries and duly associated with Lebanspec Hospitality Dubai for your UAE destination arrangements. Being about 11 Emirates of UAE, we are today covering up Dubai and Abu Dhabi, which is the capital of UAE. Dubai. Basically, now the distance between Dubai airport and Dubai city is just 5 kilometers. But city being situated on the Pacific Persian Gulf, many hotels are located 14 to 40 kilometers in range from ranging from Bar Dubai to downtown or Marina area. Buses to the city center run. Buses to the city center run even on night. Metro lines also run along the top hotels. The quickest way to get to city center is by taxi that charge you around dirham 40 to 55 and takes around 13 minutes. However, the quickest way also being around the same by an taxi also. Uh, Now let's begin up with the Dubai city. Dubai, which is known for its luxury shoppings, ultra modern architecture, and lively nightlife, wherein your Burj Khalifa, 180 meters tall tower, dominates the skyscrapers filled with skylines. On the other side is an artificial island just offshore is Atlantis, the Palm Resort, where water and marine animals parks.
Amit, hello.
Sorry guys for the network lapse. Just
Oh, okay, Amit.
yeah,
I thought so.
no, it was just a network lab, so I just was not able to state it. Just hold on. Yeah. As we said, that Dubai, which is known for its luxury shopping, ultra modern architecture, and lively nightlife, wherein the Burj Khalifa, which is 830 meters tall tower, dominates the skyscrapers skyscrapers filled with skylines, and on the other side it's an artificial island just offshore, wherein you have Atlantis, the Palm Resort with water and marine park animal zoo. Now we will cover up some key attractions of Dubai, which are like Dubai Garden, Glow Garden, IFI Dubai, Green Planet, Hatta Village, Heritage Village, BR Park, Museum of Illusion, Kite Beach, Guru Nanak Darbar, Said Al Maktoum House, Dubai Opera, Etihad Museum, Children's City, Al Sankal Avenue, Dubai Autodrome, in Dubai, Al Qudra Lake, Museum of the Future, and Xbox Junior. Dubai Glow Garden. If you haven't been there, basically, you need to add Glow Garden to the place that you see because of its amazing new concept of garden with four themes. Dinosaur Park, exceptional place with more than 120 dinosaurs that once lived. Ice Park is one of the beat heat, one to beat the heat, and marveled by ice sculptures on display. Concept of recycling, there is an art park filled with artwork from used bottles, CDs, and plates. Illuminates areas in darkness is what is Glow Garden all about, with unaccountable energy saving bulbs. Other than this, in-house they have like Animal Kingdom, Mushroom Park, World of Underwater, and some shows which makes it more interesting for the visit to the Glow Garden. Now we come to iFly. iFly, basically, if you want to experience skydiving with a difference, without actually jumping off a real plane in the clear sky, you need to visit the iFly. iFly as high, you can fly in iFly as high as 4 meters in AC tunnel with comfort and experience this ecstasy. Trainers are always around to guide you and explain you what you need to do when you are in no gravity area. You also have to watch some videos outside the wind tunnel and also sign a waiver form, which is more essential before you enter a iFly experience in iFly. We come to now the Green Planet, which aim to bring every nature and animal lovers from around the world in one place. Dubai came up with the Green Planet, home to over 3,000 species of flora and fauna. Major attractions are watching the piranhas eat, the Australian walkabout, sloth encounter, and bat cave. Also you can spot animals like sloth bears, sugar gliders, Amazon parrots, leaf cutter ants, squirrel monkeys, and pythons over there in this Green Planet. Hatta Heritage Village, located at Al Manzar Mountains, outskirts of Dubai city, is Hatta Village, which shows beautiful traditional life of Dubai, where you can see strong attachments of people who hail from this old town, whose ancestors were either farmers or handicraft men. This Hatta village also has an Hatta mountain safari, which can be done into 4x4 vehicle, and you can enjoy your mountain safari like a desert safari. You have a mountain safari as well in Hatta area. Now we come to VR Park, where's arguably reality of the newer dimensions, sprawling around 7,000 square meters in Dubai Mall, dotted with 20 amazing attractions, experience worth remembering. High-end park with high resolution pictures, candid moments, and whole lot of excitement virtual tools is what VR Park is all about. It's a newer attraction in Dubai Mall and can club. You can also club it with Burj Khalifa or other activities like Dubai Aquarium Underwater Zoo, and you can have a combo ticket for VR Park along with them. Museum of Illusion. Let your eyes tickled with the Museum of Illusion, which takes you to power-packed entertainment journey. Can capture unique pictures with striking illusions like the vortex tunnel, rotating cylinders, and several others. Also has a room that defies gravity where everything is upside down. Take a look at holograms, paintings, whether you are with friend, family, or partner. This place is the best place to visit with delight to your eyes and a teaser to your brain. Kite Beach. Kite Beach, so as its name goes, is located across the Marakka Road junction. Kite Beach is apt to its name towards the tourist, which attracts tourists every year to which enjoy the water sports activities and kite surfing. From where the name of Kite Beach is termed as Kite Beach. Guru Nanak Darbar. This darbar was built in demand of Sikh community for dedicated place of worship with the dedicated place of worship. The dedicated floor of about which has a dedicated floor of about 5,000 people at a time and a huge hall for devotional songs. Main prayer hall is 7.2 meters high, ceiling and 18 meters diameter dome roof. Function hall can accommodate up to 900 people at a time. Saeed Al Maktoum House. This is located at Al Sindaga historic building, former residence and house of old-time ruler of Emirates, and one of the best places to visit the historical significance. Now converted into a museum, has an area of artifacts of the Arab world, from historic photographs, documents from dating back to 1800s, and panoramic landscape of Dubai skyline can also be viewed from this very own museum. Dubai Opera, strategic cluster of world-class ability with musical shows, artful dance, and traditional music shows. Likewise, organized melodic theatre, jazz, drama, has an exceptional 2000 multi-arrangement theatre. Its configuration offers interesting adaptation of proscenic curve theatre, show corridor. The Dubai Opera also has an iconic show corridor and 2,000 square meters of stage. Etihad Museum. If you are a historic buff or travel, or only if you are interested in Etihad Museum, you can see some historic items that change the course of history of UAE. Historically accurate and extremely well dominated, achieves most iconic and personal items. Masterpieces that belong to the founding fathers are on display in this Etihad Museum. Children's City, located in Creekside Park along Bush, the Bardubai side, wherein basically it's the area where in the old time when you, if you have visited earlier, 7 to 8 years earlier, Dow Cruise was been dispatched from not Dera side but Bardubai side. This is the same area, same where location where the Children's City has been built. It's located on the Creekside Park along Bardubai side and has Lego style buildings jam packed with dozens of interactive and inspiring learning stations, especially for kids from 2 to 15 years of age. The activities also include educational workshops, story events, competitions, theater, and it has its own planetarium also. There is also a toddler area where kids below 6 years of age can have an interactive learning as well. Alsenkan Avenue, best place to explore and experience the lively art landscape in UAE. Founded by Emirati businessman in 2008 to bond people over art and culture, this avenue regularly conducts free roadshow trips to take its people across UAE to the latest art events, performances, screenings, and other cultural initiatives that happen in Dubai. Dubai Autodrome, known for its first fully integrated entertainment and motorsports zone in the center of Motor City Development Center with 5.39 kilometers of long circuit for racing. You can actually opt for a self-driven cars or pump into the adrenaline notch driving the cars on your own. There are also two options available for go-karting, that is indoor and outdoor tracks, where you can actually enjoy go-karting indoor and outdoor with the lapses as per your package booked. In Dubai, which is this is what we call is that the Dubai Eye or in Dubai, like a Singapore Eye, is located on the Blue Waters Island and extends the bird's eye view of the city in a giant wheel of 210 meters high, which is a new world record for its height. 360 view, 360 degrees view of Jumeirah and the surrounding area can be seen by sitting into one of the gondolas of this wheel. Al Qudra Lake. Tucked close to the striking skyline, this lake is most interesting place to visit. You can spot array of animal species including oryx, desert foxes, and more than 200 other bird varieties in this interwoven lakes assembly in Al Qudra Lake. Museum of the Future. The shape of museum is that of a torus and designed by local architect Kila Design attracts travelers from different regions. The major attraction of this museum is also the city's elevated driverless metro system that that will not fail to amuse you. Also, there is an X-Parks Junior, wherein asked with a well manicured garden and adorned with beautiful flowers, has number of swing slides and unique adventures for kids, wherein kids can also witness the petting zoo, as this is the best place in the park. They can also enjoy the mud play or check their climbing skills by climbing on the nets and all the stuff. Now we come to the hotels. Basically, if you look at the hotels for Indian market, majorly people say Bar Dubai, Dera. These are the hot areas. So we have tried to cover up some of the hotel names, wherein within Bar Dubai area where Indian restaurants are in abundance. Also, the Meena Bazaar is very much close to it. Where now, like 3-star hotels like City Max Bar Dubai, Fortune Karamas, Manal Rafa, Panorama Grand, etc. There are many of them. 4-star hotel can comprise of you of Royal Ascot Hotel, Arabian Courtyard, Ravi's Hotel, Grand Excelsior Bar Dubai, etc. 5-star hotels like Park Regis Screen, Media Hotel, Jude Palace, which is in Dera side, etc. can cater our needs for Indian market. Mayur, is there anything on a question part so that we can take it out for Dubai?
Regards to Autodrome, there is one question been raised up that do you need to have an international license for Autodrome?
No, you do not need to have an international license for Autodrome because it's an actually the track built for doing go karting and trying to drive the within the track itself. So no international license required.
Okay, okay. And the Museum of Illusions, which you said, it is same like the 3D art museum, right? Where
Yeah.
it's only for the photos which you have to click.
Exactly. It is like an for example, if you say Art in Paradise Museum in Bangkok, Pattaya, likewise
Okay,
the 3D art museum.
okay, okay. And regards to Dubai Garden Glow and operation hours, you can speak about them.
Dubai Garden or Glow
Glow
Garden.
Garden, Glow
Glow
Garden.
Garden basically starts at around 6:30 in the evening till 10:30, 11 o'clock in the night.
And it's open all year round, right?
Yeah, it's open all year round.
Okay, okay. And also, is there any age limit for JR Park?
No, JR Park, there is no age limit. Even the toddlers can go.
Okay, okay. Tourism depends on hotel categories. There's one more question that's come up. Can you please explain about Musandam Dibba tour?
The Musandam Dibba tour basically it's on the Oman side, wherein the Musandam is in Oman. So the tour basically is that you are picked up from the hotel or designated location in Bar Dubai area. Majorly the location is beside the Barjuban Mall. There after that you are taken to Oman. You cross the Oman border wherein you get a temporary 1-day entry permit to enter Oman. You go to the shoreline of Oman and there you have a boat ride basically with the lunch, wherein you can also do onboard fishing or enjoy some beach activities across the shore as well. It's just like a Dow cruise, but that's happening Oman and it's in a day one. And by evening around 6:30, 7 o'clock, you come back to Dubai.
Okay, okay. That's great. Also, Mr. Yogesh wants to know, can you provide some information skydiving?
Skydiving in Dubai.
Yes.
Basically, skydiving in Dubai is done in Jumeirah, Jumeirah area, wherein you can take around, there are a lot of options available like 12 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes tandem skydiving. You need to take the private transfers to Jumeirah area. You need to pre-book it because it's only 15 slots per hour and they only have 5 to 7 slots a day to do skydiving.
Okay, okay. Also, there's one more question regards to Kite Beach. That is there any specific season for Kite Beach, or is it all year around again?
It's an all year round because being a Dubai being an desert destination, there
Correct,
is
correct.
sunshine and very less rain, so there is no problem of cyclones and all that stuff in the area. And
Okay,
the go karting and I mean the kite surfing and other water sports activities are year round activities.
okay. So majority of the time when we visit, we will be able to
Yeah, yeah,
see
yeah. You
that
can, you
beach.
can, you can, you can.
Okay, okay, okay. That's great. As of now, there are questions regards to Dubai. So you can move on to Abu Dhabi, and if there are some more questions coming in, we will take up in the last session.
Sure, sure. We just move on to Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Guys, just let's move on to Abu Dhabi. Basically, the capital of UAE sits off the mainland of an island of Persian Gulf, focusing on oil and commerce, with white marble domes and the vast zigzag grand mosque featuring an immense Persian carpet and a capacity of 41,000 worshippers. Abu Dhabi basically is 2 hours and 20 minutes away from Dubai by bus, which takes approximately, if you buy a ticket of around $9, is a per way ticket. However, if you can go by taxi as well, which is around 2 hours of drive and a minimum of $92 per trip per way. The distance in Abu Dhabi to Dubai is around 170 kilometers. The cheapest way to go to Abu Dhabi is to drive, that is by your own car, and which takes around 21 dirhams to 35 dirhams, and 1 hour 10 minutes, 1 hour 15 minutes, depending on the traffic, it takes you to go there. The quickest way to go to Abu Dhabi is by taxi. Again, if you take a taxi, one way will charge you around 220 to 270 dirhams, and it takes around 1 hour 10 minutes or 1 hour 15 minutes that you take to go. So as we said that being in capital of Abu Dhabi, let's cover up some of the sightseeings in Abu Dhabi. We will cover up sightseeings like Labre Abu Dhabi, observation deck at 360, the Emirates Palace, Hilly Fun City, Emirates Park Zoo, Masdar City, Qasr Al Muaji, Qasr Al Host Fort, Alen National Museum, Wadi Adventure, and Qasr Al Watan, which is also called a Presidential Palace. Begin with Louvre Museum, the first of art and civilization museum of its kind, located on Saadiyat Island with a strong emphasis of preservation and appreciation of culture. This is basically located in the Saadiyat Island, which is a nearby island and territory in the capital of UAE as well. Observation deck at 360. Observation deck at 660 is 300 meters above the ground level, provides 360-degree panoramic view of Abu Dhabi city. Use of binoculars with the use of binoculars you can view the skyline, Corniche, Arabian Gulf, is the highest vantage point in Abu Dhabi in this Abu Dhabi basically. The Emirates Palace, which is located on the waterfront. Emirates Palace is the most expensive hotel in Abu Dhabi as well as a cultural hub. Visitor can access the certain areas of hotels like the lobby, exhibitions, and outdoor areas. There is also a small museum type of thing in the Emirates Hotel, which you can view, which you can go and visit as well. There is an entry fee to that obviously, but you do not need a pre-booking. Likewise, you need in Burj Al Arab that you have to pre-book either a breakfast, a lunch, or dinner, or a high tea to enter the hotel. You can actually go to Emirates Palace to view the exhibitions or the museum and lobby as you normally go as an inquiry as well. Emirates Park Zoo, home to more than 1,400 species of animals, including birds, reptiles, mammals, and other wildlife, remains open 365 days with incorporating the concept of edutainment. Edutainment, that means the education combined with enjoyable and fun activities that you can enjoy in Emirates Park Zoo. Come to Hilly Fun City, first theme amusement park in Gulf region, located in Al Ain popular Al Ain area, popular with the children for thrilling, adventurous rides and similar attractions, has used ice rink similar to that used in Olympic, another first one in the Gulf. Masdar city. One of its kind revolutionary wonder is the Masdar city, powered by renewable energy. The city basically was initiated, the project was initiated in 2008 with the goal of engineering of a city in the future. The aim to become the most eco-friendly cities amid rapid urbanization today is the world's first and only carbon neutral city driven by renewable energy and zero wastage. Castle Al Muaja, beautiful mud brick fort located on the western side of Abu Dhabi, built in early 20th century, has always been closely associated with the politics of the country. It's the birthplace of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, interesting place for tourists and locals to learn more about the life and the history of the present and former ruler of Abu Dhabi. Offers a range of workshop and events to know about UAE history. Also has an exhibition courtyard, and the oasis are definitely worth to visit for. Kasar Al Hosn Fort. It is the oldest exhibition center displaying historic events in the part of Abu Dhabi. Is old in Abu Dhabi. Built in 1760 as a water tower. Watchtower after its expansion in 1793 served as ancestral home for Al Nahyan family till 1996. However, it's also Emirates contemporary city for knowing the Emirati tradition and culture. Al Ain National Museum. Al Ain National Museum is in Al Ain, is a part of Abu Dhabi as well. The oldest museum in Abu Dhabi, former residence of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, late founder of UAE. Houses many artifacts and weaponry dated back 6th millennium BCE. Established in 1937 and refurbished in 1998, finally opened as a museum, which is also known as Al Ain Palace Museum or Al Ain Museum. Wadi Adventure, located in the central oasis of Al Ain again, Vision's first and only human-made facility featuring water activities like whitewater rafting, kayaking, surfing, wakeboarding. You can actually visit this Wild Wadi Adventure and enjoy the high adrenaline and contagious water sports throughout the day. Now we come to Castle Watan, yet another architectural palace, which is rightly called, is the larger than life heritage structure. Beauty, but also is reflective culture and governance. Multifunctional palace is with granite and limestone as an architectural legacy, beaming with UAE artistic with excellence in design and decor. The enchanting zones and majestic hallways are worth taking a tour of. With regards to the hotels in Abu Dhabi, you also basically you have to take a note that in Abu Dhabi, like what we have in Dubai, is Bar Dubai area, wherein most of the tourist attraction, the central space of residents or staying is in Bar Dubai, basically as we term for Indian market. Likewise, in Abu Dhabi, it's the area called tourist club area. A tourist club area wherein majorly of the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star hotels are located intermingled among the tourist club area. The 3-star hotels like Centro Capital Center, Al Dair Mina, Kingsgate Abu Dhabi, Nihal Hotel, etc. are located in the tourist club area, which also comprises some 4-star hotels like Ramadaba Wyndham Abu Dhabi Corniche, Le Meridian Abu Dhabi, Crystal Hotel Abu Dhabi, Al Maha Arjan by Rotana, etc. 5-star hotels comprises of Jumeirah at Etihad Towers, Khaldia Palace, Rahan by Rotana, Emirates Palace, that we just saw, where you can also visit for exhibitions, etc. Mayur, this is up with Abu Dhabi as well. So if you can just take up some questions, or we can do live interactions. Hello.
Yes, Amit.
Any questions of it? Because Abu Dhabi is also finished. These are most least sold or least known places in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, basically, that we have
Yes, yes.
actually taken up.
Correct, correct. So the first question is that it was regards to the hotels in Dubai which you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
That apart from a MICE perspective, so which
Mm-hmm.
are the hotels apart from the which you shown or the which one you shown, which
Mm-hmm.
offer the breakfast corner, which is Indian corner.
I mean, I did not get to the Indian corner. You know?
I,
Indian
I,
breakfast, basically, you
there's a
want.
breakfast which is an Indian corner or something like that.
See, breakfast basically is a buffet breakfast in all the hotels, right from the 3-star to the 5-star hotels. With Indian breakfast, the Indian breakfast is available majorly in all the hotels.
Yes. So the next question is regards to the situation right now regarding the COVID and the comeback expected.
With regards to COVID comeback
It's regards to the COVID situation and the comeback of the tourism expected in Dubai.
see, COVID situation in UAE is basically the not as intense or not as worst as what you see in the European market or US market, basically. But
Okay.
yeah, UAE is affected. Everything has been locked down pre-handly. They have taken up pre-hand lockdown measures. You are allowed to, for the normal people who are staying here, they are allowed 3 hours a day in the morning, as
Uh-huh.
of now still, to go to the market, buy their stuff, and we stay at home. The main part of what my hope is that UAE will open very quickly,
Okay.
because it's not like India, wherein you can see people breaching up the rules and the lockdown rules and moving around in the market, rather than for doing just for leisure as well, rather than buying their actual needed stuff. Because in
Uh-huh.
UAE, it's a very strict rule. If you are found outside your home on the streets after your lockdown period, I mean after your free time and your
Mm-hmm.
between your lockdown time, you have an imprisonment of 1 year and a fine of 50,000 dirhams.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So people doesn't move actually, rather than they prefer to stay at home. So that's why they are coping up very well with regards to the lockdown COVID case.
Okay. Okay. So there's one more question from Roger. Is
Mhm.
Wild Wadi and Only Wadi, are they both same or it's different?
No, only Wadi is different and Wild Wadi is different.
Okay. So if you can
Only
just
Wadi is towards the Hajar Mountains, like Hatta area,
okay.
wherein wherein you have a desert, this Hatta Desert mountain safari and all the stuff. And Wild Wadi is a water park which is located towards the Jumeirah area.
Okay. Okay. So there's one more question from Mr. Jagdish that can we do desert safari in Abu Dhabi and compared to Dubai, which one would be better? If at
See,
all we can do.
if you are staying up in Dubai, you still can do desert safari in Abu Dhabi as well. And if you're staying in Abu Dhabi, you also can do the Abu Dhabi desert safari in Abu Dhabi as well. Both the
Okay.
safaris are different. Both the safaris have their own charms.
Okay. Okay. So and costing wise, which one would be better? I'm doing preferring it and doing in Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
Economically, desert safari in Dubai is cheaper.
Okay. Okay. Also, one of our attendees wants to know some more about Emirates Palace. Some more description about Emirates Palace.
It's basically a 5-star hotel in UAE, Abu Dhabi, basically.
Okay. No,
It's a
it's about
5-star hotel.
attraction.
Yeah, it's a 5-star hotel which has an exhibitions counter center, and
Okay.
you can go and there have exhibition, and there are events held in the hotel.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. The charges of Hattawadi for 1 day tour.
Charges for Hatta Wadi tour for 1 day tour will be around per person 250 to 300 dirhams
Okay, approximately, yeah. Also,
approximately.
the new attractions which you have mentioned, Amit, in Dubai, are they well connected by metros or
Majorly of them are connected by metros.
okay, majority of them?
Majority of them are connected by metros, wherein you can have a metro station nearby or in the close proximity of the
Mhm.
sightseeing.
Okay, okay. So one more attendee wants to know regards to this Al Ain, which we took in
Mm-hmm.
Dubai. So are
Mm-hmm.
there any other activities also possible in Al Ain, like arranging a dinner or something like, or is it only just like a ferry
Alen
wheel?
basically is a mountain region,
Hmm.
mountain like a hill station over there. There that comprises of your Alen Zoo as well.
Hmm.
Basically, if you have seen a picture Race 2, wherein sorry Race 1 or Race 2, I don't know, wherein there is a last drive between Saif Ali Khan and Akshay Khanna
Hmm.
down
Correct.
the
Yes.
hill.
Yes. Yes.
That is shoot that was shot in Alen. And
Okay.
there
That
is
was.
one hotel over on the top of the mountain,
Mhm.
Mercure Hotel, Alin.
Okay, okay. Also in Dubai, which is like a Ferris wheel. So for in Dubai, do can we arrange some, like maybe lunch or dinner inside over there, or is it just a sightseeing, some
No,
funicular ride?
no, no. It's just a sightseeing. It's just a sightseeing. There is no availability for lunch and dinners over there.
Okay, okay. Mr. Dhananjay wants to know that Emirates Palace hotel tour, which you have mentioned. So
Mm-hmm.
he wants some more information about that. I mean, are there things to do something inside, or is it just a normal palace tour
No,
which they
no.
take you through and or
See, Emirates Palace basically is an hotel.
Mhm.
Like what you say, Atlantis the Palm is an hotel.
Okay,
In Atlantis the Palm, you have Aquaventure Lost Chamber. In
correct.
Emirates Palace, you have exhibition halls and events being arranged over there.
Uh-huh.
Likewise.
Okay, okay, okay. It's likewise. Mr. Sachin Bafna is asking he's not clear about the Hattawadi. So it Hattawadi charges submitted the one day tour for Hattawadi cost you approximately 250 to 300 dirhams.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think he was not clear about that question. Okay. Uh, Amit, so that's all for the question part from us as of now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, I'll just share you. We will be uploading the video on this YouTube, and to download the PPTs, everyone is asking to send the PPT. So we'll be uploading the PPT over here, and there will be a link. So as you can see on the search box, please type ETD representations. Also, you can see a link which is in the description box where you can download the PPT. On the right side, you have subscribe button. So please do subscribe and hit on the bell icon so that whenever we upload the new video of our presentation and the link to the PPT is there. And also we will be now uploading our question answers also in our YouTube channel. So once it is uploaded, you will get a notification and then you can easily download that with you. And so that it will be easy for you as well to, whenever you want to just switch on do not finding email, you can just instead go to YouTube, just type and you can easily download the PPT as well as the question and answers. So apart from that, Amit, we also have one more question. Any change in UAE transit visa free? Any update? Have we got any recent update about it?
No, there is no UAE transit visa. Any changes as of now been declared up.
Okay, there is nothing as such. So Mr. Pradeep, there is no as such changes as given the Amit. Uh, so Mr. Roger wants to know that how many nights will one require for Atlantis in Dubai? So I guess that depends on the client's requirement, what they want to explore. Correct, Amit?
Yeah, basically one night is what the major 90% of the clients take one night in Atlantis.
Uh-huh.
However, they can now people can opt for 2 nights as well if they want to spend more time in Aquaventure. They want to do other activities in Atlantis as well, which are also available like scuba diving and all the stuff. They want
Okay.
to spend the time in leisure. They can
Mhm.
take 2 nights. Maximum is 2 nights. What are the major people use?
Okay, okay, okay. That's great. So Amit, we will wind up our session here. So thank you all for attending our webinar, which is the third part of unusual, Dubai and Abu Dhabi attractions. Our email ID, contact number, and website is right now on your screen. So please do note that. And if you have any further questions, so please do send us an email, or you can just WhatsApp, or you can call us, and we will be happy to assist you for any of your queries. Uh, so I will wind up saying thank you to all, and please do attend our next webinar, where we will be sending you emails soon, as well as we'll be sending out on WhatsApp the link to register our upcoming webinar. It is for Spain, and the date is on 19th of May. So definitely please do come to our next webinar. Amit, over to you for thank you note.
Thanks everyone for attending all the 3 webinars of UAE, wherein basically we have tried to cover up what is not being sold majorly in Indian market, or what the market doesn't know. What you know is what we sell. What we know is what we sell very efficiently, and but there are a lot of things in UAE. Basically, in Dubai and Abu Dhabi itself, only we have covered up around 28 sightseeings in UAE, Dubai and Abu Dhabi itself, which we do not sell majorly in our Indian market, being the COVID situation wherein Europe unlikely is to start in near future. Maybe you might get inquiries with regards to maximum nights in UAE or major bigger itineraries in UAE, where you can actually use this all sightseeings, and you can plan up the itinerary for your clients on a much better perspective. Again, thanking everybody for listening us, and do please advise us for anything. If you require any help from us, we are ready to help you out in any given situation. Thanks, Mayur. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Amit. Thank you, everyone.